I'm Chad, and welcome back to another motovlog aboard my 2017 Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory. Now, in today's video, we are going to be discussing one of the electronic features of this motorcycle, the 3 different engine maps that you can switch between on this motorcycle. So these engine maps and selection process are common between all 2017 to 2020 Aprilia Tuono V4s and Aprilia RSV4s. So in this video, I am going to talk about what each of these engine maps changes with the bike. I'm going to do my best to communicate what it feels like to you because, to be totally honest, you're not really going to be able to tell just by watching the video. They are all pretty minor nuances that the camera may not quite pick up. Before we get started, I'm going to pull over for a second and show you guys how exactly you change between the engine maps. Then we'll spend some time riding in each map, and I'll tell you all about it. So let's start by showing where you can identify which engine map your bike has selected. On the instrument cluster here, the beautiful TFT display, again standard across the 2017 to 2020 Tuono V4s and RSV4s. You can see a bunch of different settings over here. These are all your APRC settings. This one right here that says race, that is the engine map that you have selected. So to cycle between maps, you first must have the motorcycle's engine running, and then from there, you use the engine start button to cycle through the maps. So I'm going to press that in, and as you see, it is now flashing, was momentarily. So from there, I can press the button again, and again, and that'll cycle through my maps. It'll flash 3 times before it turns solid again, and that is when a map is selected. And as long as the engine's running, you can do this. You can switch between engine maps on the fly. You can be totally stopped, rolling, doesn't matter what gear you're in. As long as the engine's running, you can cycle between these just again by pressing the start button. So we're going to start in sport. This bike has 3 engine maps, as you just saw there. There's a sport map, a track map, and a race map. Being that sport is the most street-oriented engine map that this bike has, we're going to start here. So unlike other bikes that have a dulled down wet power mode, the Tuono's engine maps give you full access to the engine's maximum standard output of 175 horsepower, or whatever horsepower figure you have your bike tuned to produce. Now what changes between engine maps is basically everything below 11,000 RPM with how it produces power, the throttle response, and the engine braking. So the sport map, being the most street-oriented setting that the motorcycle has, is again geared more towards less performance riding. Obviously still very high performance because you have maximum power output, but it dampens things a little bit. You have a little bit of play in your throttle, the response isn't exactly the most crisp, and the power curve is actually a bit more progressive. So with this map, the bike actually produces less mid-range power than it does with the track and race maps. And it delivers that power much more progressively. Whereas if you just whack the throttle open in track or race, the bike's going to give you a big old kick in the pants. And when I say kick in the pants, I mean lift the front wheel off the ground. The sport map also has the most engine braking out of the 3 maps. The Tuono has a slipper clutch stock, so you don't get quite as much engine braking as you would with, you know, an older sport bike that does not have a slipper clutch, where if you roll off the throttle, the bike just decelerates it very hard. But you can notice the difference with sport decelerating just a little bit harder and a little bit quicker when you roll off the throttle. Still plenty fast though. Not sure if that's going to give you a good indication of the engine braking, but you can see the bike decelerating. That was just off the throttle, no brakes. So now that we've talked about the sport map, let's switch on over to the track map. Do that, hit the starter button again, map starts flashing, go to track, let it flash 3 times, and then it is selected. Now we have the track map engaged. So now that we're running the track map, you can instantly feel a difference with the throttle. It's much more responsive. There's almost no slack in it. Just the tiniest little bit from you twisting your wrist to the throttle body's opening and the engine producing power. Now the track map still produces the same 175-ish horsepower, but everything from low RPM up until that peak power output at 11,000 RPM is much more aggressive. In addition to that sharper throttle response and additional mid-range power, engine braking is also reduced at high RPM with the track map selected. So my understanding of how engine braking works is it is tuned into a bike, and when you're off the throttle and decelerating, the throttle bodies are still cracked ever so slightly, just enough so that the engine doesn't make a lot of resistance against the rear wheel, which enables you to carry your speed more easily. So basically, if we're up at a high RPM, accelerate, roll off the throttle, we don't decelerate quite as quickly as we did in the sport map. Now this is incredibly beneficial when you're riding on the track. I personally prefer to use the brakes to maintain my speed, and having less engine braking is incredibly helpful with that. So now that we've played around with the track engine map, let me tell you about the race map, which is my personal favorite and the one that I use basically all the time. Press the starter button again. We are still rolling, coming up to traffic, so be a little careful here. But I can press that, cycle through. Now we're at race, and it has been set. Race mode engaged. So the race and track engine maps are actually very similar. They have the same crisp throttle response and action, the same added mid-range compared to the sport engine map, but what sets the race map apart from the track map is that there is less engine braking everywhere. So whether you're rolling off the throttle at 12,000 RPM or 6,000 RPM, resistance from the engine isn't going to do very much to slow you down at all. And this is actually the thing that I like the most about the race map. I definitely prefer to control my speed with the brakes. I'm very comfortable using the brakes, especially the front brake. And especially when riding quickly at the racetrack or on a twisty road, I prefer to be able to carry my momentum a little bit easier that way. It's helpful and makes me feel more comfortable and like I have more control over the bike. And I'm pretty sure you get more pops from the exhaust on diesel with the race map too, due to the reduced engine braking. Sound a little bit different. Not sure if the mic's picking it up, but my ears can hear just the subtlest little difference. Ooh, there are some big ones. So just for some added context, these 3 engine maps come stock with the bike, every 2017 to 20 Tuono V4 and RSV4 will have the ability to switch between these 3 different maps. And I can confirm that the 2 tuning solutions I've had installed, one installed on this Tuono and another installed on my older Tuono RR, retain the multi-map functionality and produce all of the same characteristics. My Tuono factory has the Aprilia Race ECU, which maintains all 3 engine maps and all the same characteristics. And my Tuono RR that actually had an open flash performance tune applied via the open flash performance tuning tablet still had these 3 different engine maps. They still changed the same way, and they still produce the same characteristics. And just to make it extra super clear, these maps are just installed on the bike. Tunes, I'm sure, changed the way that they deliver power, maybe engine braking, but you don't need to have a tune on your bike to have the 3 different engine maps. You can probably reprogram them individually if you get a really trick tuner or someone that dyno tunes your bike or really knows what they're doing. But any Tuono, stock or modified, should be able to switch between these engine maps and get a similar riding experience in each. As you can see, mid-range, even lower RPM, not a lot of engine braking with the race map. Anyways, that is going to do it for me in this one. I hope this was a thorough and concise explanation of the Tuono V4's engine maps, the kind of experiences that each produces, and what you can expect from them. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a gentle little click of the like button. Consider subscribing for more Tuono V4 content, as well as motorcycling content of other types. I'm a club racer at the amateur level, running a 2012 Triumph Daytona 675R in different club racing series. I also have a WR250X Yamaha Supermoto that I like to clown around with and do wheelies on. Thanks again for watching, and I will hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, later.